Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video of gaming in Linux. That's 2017 done with and another year down, so that means it's time for another top 10 video. This list is going to be in no particular order, so please enjoy. Starting this list off with Owlboy. Owlboy came to Linux at the start of the year. I'd followed progress on this game for a few years on Twitter because I was following Simon Anderson, who is the creator of Owlboy. I had hoped that a Linux port would be on the cards, which is why I followed him. It was the first single player game I played for a long time and it didn't take long for me to get into it. The game took about 10 hours to complete and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up on my list is Day of Infamy, an online first-person shooter made by the same guys who brought us Insurgency, which was on my top 10 list a few years ago. Day of Infamy feels a lot like a World War II Insurgency, which isn't exactly a bad thing. It's a very tough game, but feel like for an indie game it has so much more to offer than other games released this year, such as Call of Duty World War II. Next up on the list is Dirt Rally. This game is like the Dark Souls of racing games, hands down. There are a ton of cars to choose from golden oldies to brand new rally cars, and even Group B rally cars, which at the time were the craziest rally cars around. It takes a lot to keep these cars on the road, but when you do, you'll feel like an actual rally driver. Steamworld Dig 2 is next up, a 2D single-player Metroidvania-like game following on from Steamworld Dig 1, with a different protagonist called Dorothy, who goes on an adventure, funnily enough looking for the main protagonist Rusty from the first game. I had a great experience playing this game and felt it had improved most bits from the first game, and kept on giving even until the final third of the game. F1 2017 is next on the list. The next game in the F1 franchise brings the latest cars, which are stupidly fast this season, along with a bunch of classic cars, which add to the fun aspect. The career mode has added certain elements which allow your team to develop the car and close in on rival teams. Cross-platform support allows us to race online with anyone playing on PC. Hidden Folks is next on the list as a game I really wouldn't have expected to be on this list when I first bought it. When I played it, however, I found it to be a great game to just sit down and relax to and lose time in. The sounds in the game are all made from the devs and it certainly makes for some pretty interesting noises and can get a really good laugh out of it. Human Fall Flat makes it onto the list next. I wasn't too sure about including this in the video since the game was actually released last year. However, they unleashed an update which included up to 8 players online, which completely changed the game in my eyes. I forced my friends to buy it since they didn't seem to trust my opinion on the game at first, and a few hours later they couldn't believe how much fun they were having. This game was great with 2 players, but with up to 8 it makes for some absolutely great fun. I just hope the devs can keep pumping out more updates and hope to see more levels added to it soon. Slime Rancher is next up on the list. The game was originally available last year as an early access game and was finally fully released this year. You look after your farm, which you can grow up and expand with the help of collecting and looking after slimes. It sounds like an odd concept at first, but I lost hours in this game, just collecting slimes and unlocking new areas for my farm. The game is updated quite a lot, and I think in the future I would love to see a multiplayer update for this game. Kallenberg is next up, another first-person shooter, this time from the creators of Verdun, who certainly knew how to make a good World War I based FPS game. The game is currently early access, but runs really well despite this. The maps are pretty damn big and it makes it even better that the servers can have up to 64 players in, so there is always tons of action. Last but not least, Comedy Night. I went into this game without any expectations and came out with a sore stomach from laughing so much. You really have to go into this game with an open mind as people can come out with all kinds of jokes, and within no time you can lose an hour or two just from listening to other people make jokes. It's definitely a different concept from most games, but you can really just sit back and relax with this one.
What do you call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta. Yeah.
Anyways guys, that was my top 10 list of Linux games in 2017. Let me know what you thought of my choices down below and also tell me what your opinions were, what your favourite game of 2017 was. Thanks very much for watching guys, have a wonderful Christmas and a great new year and I'll see you in 2018.